Tokyo's neon lights burned bright against the midnight sky, illuminating the underground racing scene that pulsed through Shibuya's alleys. Engines roared like beasts, the smell of burnt rubber filling the air. Among the drivers, two names stood out: Riku, the reigning king of Tokyo Drift, and Kai, a newcomer from overseas with raw talent and nothing to lose. But the real storm wasn't the cars. It was Emi, the girl everyone wanted but none dared to claim. She stood at the center of the crowd, arms crossed, eyes fierce. Rumors swirled. Her father ran the racing syndicate, and she was off limits. But tonight, her voice cut through the chaos. "Winner gets me," the crowd gasped. Emi's words echoed like gunshots. She wasn't a prize to be won, but she had her reasons. Only the strongest deserved her trust, and maybe her heart. Riku smirked, his black Nissan Silvia gleaming under the lights. "Easy win," he said, brushing past Kai. But Kai locked eyes with Emi. He didn't know her story, but he could see the fire in her gaze. This wasn't about vanity, it was about freedom. Engines revved. The streets of Tokyo awaited. One race, one girl, everything on the line. The first race was pure chaos. Riku's Silvia tore through corners with precision, tires screaming as sparks flew off guardrails. The crowd shouted his name, Drift King. They knew his reputation. Kai struggled to keep up, his Mazda RX-7 fishtailing dangerously. But he wasn't just chasing victory. He was learning, adapting with every sharp turn. Riku mocked him mid-race, drifting inches from Kai's bumper, pushing him toward disaster. But then something strange happened. Emi leaned forward, her eyes glued not to Riku, but to Kai. He didn't have Riku's polished arrogance. Instead, he had grit. He fought for every inch. When the race ended, Riku crossed first, but Kai wasn't far behind. The crowd cheered Riku, but whispers started spreading. The newcomer almost beat him. Riku claimed his victory, swaggering toward Emi. "Rules are rules," he said. But Emi shook her head. "Not tonight. Not until the final race." The crowd erupted. A final showdown. Riku's pride burned, but Kai's determination had just been lit. Later, in the shadows of Shinjuku, Emi found Kai working on his RX-7. His hands were blistered but his focus unshakable. She approached quietly, the hum of vending machines filling the silence. "Why are you doing this?" she asked. Kai didn't look up. "Because you don't want him to win." Her breath caught. She hadn't told anyone. Yet Kai saw it. Emi's father had promised her hand to the Drift King, sealing an alliance in Tokyo's underground world. Her words, "winner gets me," weren't a game. They were rebellion. Kai finally looked at her. "If I win, what happens?" "You'll be hunted," Emi whispered. "But you'll also set me free." For the first time, Kai smiled. "Then I better not lose." Their moment was cut short when Riku's crew appeared, threatening Kai, smashing a headlight to remind him of his place. But instead of fear, Kai's resolve only hardened. The final race wasn't just about pride. It was about saving Emi. The showdown was set atop Tokyo's mountain roads, where every curve was a death trap and every mistake could mean the end. Crowds lined the cliffs, headlights flashing like stars. Riku's Silvia growled beside Kai's repaired RX-7. Emi stood silently, her heart pounding as she prayed for Kai. The race began with a thunderous roar. Riku dominated the early corners, his drifts flawless, but Kai matched him tighter, faster, sharper. The crowd gasped as Kai pulled alongside, refusing to back down. On the final stretch, Riku tried his signature move, forcing Kai toward the guardrail. Sparks flew. Metal screeched, but Kai didn't break. Instead, he countered with a daring drift, sliding past Riku in the last corner. The RX-7 shot forward, first across the line. Victory! The mountain erupted with cheers. Riku slammed his wheel in rage while Kai stepped out, chest heaving, sweat dripping. Emi's eyes glistened. The impossible had happened. As the crowd roared, Riku stormed toward Emi. "You belong to me." That was the deal. But Emi raised her hand. "No, the deal was the winner gets me. And the winner is Kai." Gasps filled the night. Riku's fury was explosive, but the crowd had seen it fair. Kai was the new king. Emi walked to Kai's side, slipping her hand into his. For the first time in years, She felt free. Riku's crew muttered threats, but no one moved. Respect in Tokyo's streets was earned by wheels, not words. Kai looked at Emi, still catching his breath. You don't have to come with me. Emi smiled softly. I want to. Together. They stepped into the night, the neon glow painting their escape. The city behind them buzzed with chaos. But in that moment, Tokyo belonged to them. Winner gets me. And Kai had won more than just a race. He had won her freedom, her trust, and maybe her heart.